Huge programs. It's not the question of hugeness of the program in terms of its only quantity all the time. But in your own heart, when the Rama and Bhagavata are studied with the Sankalpa that the whole universe be blessed by Paramatma for its evolution, that itself becomes a huge contribution or sadhana. So we at this level, as chosen by the Lord, are doing this much. There's nothing to feel about it, nothing to feel anything about it, except doing it full feeling of devotion and surrender. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhetamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Vyasa Prarthana, Shiva Prarthana, Sri Rama Prarthana, गुरु परंपराया प्रार्थना ओम व्यासाय विष्णु रूपाय व्यास रूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ओम नमस्ताराय नमः शंभवे च मयो भवे च नमः शंकराय च महेश्वराय च नमः शिवाय शिवतराय च ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः महाविष्णवे नमः सीतारामाभ्यां नमः उमामहेश्वराभ्यां नमः वेदव्यास परमात्मने नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम रामायण भारत भागवतोपनिषद ब्रह्मसूत्रादि उक्त परब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थमस्मिन् क्षणे एव सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्वशान्ति विश्वकल्याणार्थं च श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत अध्यात्म रामायणस्य पारायणमध्येन वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ नाम संकीर्तनम् श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम 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 श्री राम 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 जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम जय जय राम. Salutations to the entire Ramayana Purana Parampara, especially to Vyasa Bhagavan, Mahadeva, so to Sri Ramachandra ji. We are studying Brahmanda Purana Antargata, Adhyatma Ramayanam. We are into Ayodhya Kanda, Trutiya Sargam. The most important topic of KAIKEYI asking these two boons to Dasharatha. Then what follows? Story-wise we know, but these are the stories to be remembered again and again, to learn from it as to how to manage our own personality, not to harm others, and how the harmful things happen around us, how to protect ourselves. And all in all, what should be kept as our final goal and sadhana. For the clarity of these things, conviction in these things, conduction of our life in this way, inevitably we have to have the dose of study of the Shastras every day. This is the only thing which can keep us on track. If through Shastra Sravanam, Lakshya Marga are not remembered by us, something other than the Shastra we listen, and that we make as Lakshya and Marga, and that is nothing but destructive. We have to be very choosy with regard to what we are adopting or following or studying or reading or listening. If you take a wrong choice, then again to come back it becomes so difficult. Help yourself. So we will be doing our chanting from that portion of what response Dasharatha gave when Kaikeyi asked the two boons. She reminded him, Pura this Devasura Sangrame, you are Rakshita, protected by me. Out of your love for me, you said to Gvaras to take. I said, Nyasa Bhutam, keep it with you. When I need, I ask you. Now the time has come, I am asking you. He was in never any imagination that she will ask these things. Suddenly she says, the first Vara, with all the same arrangements, my dearest son Bharata should be made king. This is what Dhritarashtra also was thinking. No kingdom to Yudhishthira, मेरा नालायक पुत्र इसको ही देना. Bharat was like only there in every way, but Bhagavan Rama is elder to him. So Rama's kingdom it is actually. Second one is what? At this very moment, today only, or early morning tomorrow, with Jatavalkala Dharana, Chira Dharana, Rama should go to forest for 40 years eating Kandamula Phala. After that, if he wants to come, doesn't want to come, he is habituated there, he should stay. And these boons of mine, if you don't fulfill as per your promise, in front of you, Avimai, I'll commit suicide and die. That's what her words. Then what did uh, mm, mm, but what did Dasharatha feel? Let us see. 23rd mantra onwards chant. Om Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. Atha Sri Brahmaanda Purana Antargata Srimad Adhyatma Ramayanam Ayodhya Kandam Trutiyah Sargah Shri Mahadeva Uvacha. 23 onwards, 5 minutes. Let us do chantings. Shrutvaitat Darunam Vakyam Kaikeya Romaharshanam Nipapatamahipalah Vajrahata Ivachalah Shanairuन्मील्य नयने विमृज्य परया भिया दुस्वप्नो वा मया दृष्टः यथवा चित्तविभ्रमः इत्यालोक्य पुरः पत्नीम व्याघ्रीमिव पुरस्थिताम् किमिदं भाषसे भद्रे मम प्राणहरं वचः रामः कम् अपराधन्ते कृतवान् कमले क्षणः ममाग्रे राघवगुणान् वर्णयस्य निशंशुभात् कौसल्यां मां समं पश्यन् शुश्रूषां कुरुते सदा इति ब्रुवन्ति त्वं पूर्वम् इदानीं भाषसेऽन्यथा राज्यं गृहाणपुत्राय रामस्तिष्ठतु मन्दिरे अनुगृह्णीष्व मां वामे रामात् नास्ति भयं तव इत्युक्त्वा श्रुपरीताक्षः पादयोर्निपपातः कैकेयी प्रत्युवाचेदं स्वापि रक्तान्तलोचना राजेन्द्र किं त्वं भ्रान्तोऽसि उक्तं तद्भाषसेऽन्यथा मिथ्या करोषि चेत् स्वीयं भाषितं नरको भवेत् वनं न गच्छेत् यदि रामचन्द्रः प्रभातकाले जिनचिरयुक्तः उद्बन्धनं वा विषभक्षणं वा कृत्वा मरिष्ये पुरतस्तवाहं सत्यप्रतिज्ञोऽहमितिह लोके विडम्बसे सर्वसभान्तरेषु रामोपरि त्वं शपथं च कृत्वा मिथ्या प्रतिज्ञो नरकं प्रयाहि इत्युक्तः प्रियया दीनः मग्नो दुःखार्णवे नृपः मूर्छितः पतितो भूमौ विसंज्ञो मृतको यथा एवं रात्रिर्गता तस्य दुःखात् संवत्सरोपमा अरुणोदयकाले तु बन्दिनो गायका जगुः निवारयित्वा तान् सर्वान् कैकेयी रोषमा स्थिता ततः प्रभातसमये मध्यकक्षमुपस्थिताः ब्राह्मणाः क्षत्रियाः वैश्याः ऋषयः कन्यकास्तथा छत्रं च चामरं दिव्यं गजो वाजै तथैव च अन्याश्च वारमुख्यायाः पौरजानपदास्तथा वसिष्ठेन यथा ज्ञप्तं तत्सर्वं तत्र संस्थितं स्त्रियो बालाश्च वृद्धाश्च रात्रौ निद्रां न लेभिरे कदा द्रक्ष्यामहे रामं पीतकौशेयवाससं सर्वाभरणसम्पन्नं किरीटकटकोज्ज्वलं कौस्तुभाभरणं श्यामं कन्दर्पशतसुन्दरम् अभिषिक्तं समायातं गजारूढं स्मिताननं श्वेतच्छत्रधरं तत्र लक्ष्मणं लक्षणान्वितं रामं कदा वा द्रक्ष्यामः प्रभातं वा कदा भवेत् इति उत्सुकधियः सर्वे बभूवुः पुरवासिनः नेदानीमुत्थितो राजा किमर्थं चेति चिन्तयन् सुमन्त्रः शनकैः प्रायात् यत्र राजावतिष्ठते वर्धयन् जयशब्देन प्रणवन् शिरसा नृपम् अतिखिन्नं नृपं दृष्ट्वा कैकेयीं सम् अपृच्छत देवि कैकेयी वर्धस्व किं राजा दृश्यतेऽन्यथा तमाह कैकेयी राजा रात्रौ निद्रां न लब्धवान् राम रामेति रामेति राममेवानुचिन्तयन् प्रजागरेण मयि राजा यस्वस्थ इव लक्ष्यते राममानय शीघ्रं त्वं राजा द्रष्टुमिहेच्छति अश्रुत्वा राजनं वचनं कथं गच्छामि भामिनी तच्छ्रुत्वा मन्त्रिणः वाक्यं राजा मन्त्रिणमब्रवीत् सुमन्त्ररामं द्रक्ष्यामि शीघ्रमानय सुन्दरम् इत्युक्तस्त्वरितं गत्वा सुमन्त्रो राममन्दिरम् अवारितः प्रविष्टोऽयं त्वरितं राममब्रवीत् शीघ्रमागच्छ भद्रन्ते रामराजीवलोचन पितुर्गेहं मया सार्धं राजा त्वां द्रष्टुमिच्छति इत्युक्तो रथमारुह्य सम्भ्रमात् त्वरितो ययौ रामः सारथिना सार्धं स लक्ष्मणेन समन्वितः मध्यकक्षे वसिष्ठादीन पश्यन्नेव त्वरान्वितः पितुः समीपं संगम्य ननाम चरणौ पितुः ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Beautiful chanting. So nice. You can tune your mind to the entire story, what might have happened at that time. See, when you know the bhasha, when you know the katha, when you know the art of yourself, involving fully in it with your mana buddhi, you transcend the desha and kala. You forget you are here. You go to that kala and that desha, you can experience exactly what happened there. That Shakti always is given by the Lord to Manabuddhi. Like 20 saal pehle, what joyful picnics you had, or any of the Tirtha Kshetra, you can remember all that and revel now. That's a beautiful gift given by God. I to enjoy. I have done all my yatras. Anywhere I want to go, I just one day feel like going to Kailas Parvat. I need not spend 2 lakh rupees and go in all that terrible trains and all. I've already been to that. Wait, I know how to cross from the Nepal, Kathmandu, Darshan, ये सब पार करते करते how near to the Ramana Sarovar, taking the bath, then again 100 kilometers traveling and doing that parikrama, going to that Tangalangla and Jalingla, they are called passes. The big travels, big process when you are in the parikrama of the Kailas, they are all called. La means the pass between two mountains. The beta, I can imagine and reach. I can enjoy lavishly all the yaks there, the kachar that are there carrying all those Nepali Sherpas. All of because we have seen all. एक बार देख लिया तो आनंद. So too Badrinath. Just close eyes. Just reach that thing. Cross the Alakananda through that bridge. Slowly passing through that Ravalji's place of stay. Go up and cross one chamber, second chamber. There Bhagavan is so beautifully. That Badri Narayana, Salagrama, so divine you can. Anandam. Anywhere, महाकालेश्वर, you want to go उज्जैन, आंख बंद कर लिया, धूम धड़ाके से वो लोग चैंटिंग करते हुए ओ देड़ू द भस्म आरती भगवान देख लिया. द गंगोत्री दर्शन करनी है. ऑल भगवान ने ये महिमा दी. एक बार देख लो, सकुत सेवया नित्य सेवा वालम तुम एक बार देख लो, then हृदय पूर्वकता से you can do it as effectively as it was done. So to be in that mood of total surrender, devotion and ekagrata manabuddhi, to revel and cherish, whether it's Brahma Tattva Jnana given by the Rishi Muni to disciples, and we are studying that through in English language, maybe in this Kali Yuga, still you can feel your presence in that Muni's Charana and feel that you are listening it. When you read the Bhashyam of Adi Shankara, you can see Bhagavan himself is teaching us the Bhashyam. That transcending Desha Kala or reaching to any Desha Kala, that ability Bhagavan gave. So too many people not knowing this beautiful quality, how to use it positively, they use it negatively. They remember how many times they went to jail, how many times they were beaten up, how much insults they got. वो भी उसको याद नहीं करना, only positive ones. So here also you can revel or relive or reach to that state. See, we are not yet realized now, we are Jiva. So Jiva is eternal, so we must be there in Ramakala. Maybe some खटमल मच्छर और पत्थर किसी रूप में होंगे हम भी, होना तो पड़ेगा। वो जीव में ना ईश्वर अंश जीव अविनाशी, जीव भी अविनाशी है। अविनाशी मीन्स फ्रॉम द इटर्नल इज देयर। कब से है हमको नहीं पता, कहीं तो होंगे, लेकिन नहीं सडनली वी आर नॉट। जीव तो हो ही है कब से, अनादिकाल से। जीव का अंत होता है, अनादि से है वो। जब जीव अपना स्वरूप को परमात्मा में लय करता है, इज नो मोर। By the way, all that pure Vedanta, right now not required. This much key, you can see the story and the lessons to be learned. So what did she say? Yadi kinchit vilambeta. Kaikeyi's words. Even little vilamba hota hai, delay. Then pranans tyajye tava agrata. See that blackmailing. In front of you only I will leave my prana. See, this is how we face in our life. When you give value, importance to people through attachment, that they blackmail us and they trouble us. And better are those people who, without doing all this nonsense while staying with us, leave us and go. रहकर हमें तंग करते हुए रुलाने वालों के बजाय हमको धोखा करके जो लोग छोड़कर जाते हैं ना, दे आर बेटर। better in this sense because there's no problem in them, and then we have to learn in the mind it is all prarabdha. जो जाए आने दो, वेलकम, दो जा रहे जाने दो, will go. That way you have to come out of all the problems, commotions very soon, and a person will never even get noticed of all that if he is focusing on his sadhana. जिसको परमात्मा साधना में लक्ष्य में मन लगा है ना, कोई आए कोई जाए, जिंदगी में क्या फर्क पड़ता। By the way, so in front of you I'll live my life, she is threatening. एक तो उनको इतना प्रेम करते हैं दशरथ जी उनसे। सेकंड थिंग इज व्हाट, दैट विल बी बिग सिन, दे ऑल will blame him only. People won't do any researches, even the researches they do. The ordinary human being's mind is what they see outside, they believe it, and what first impression is the last impression. People don't change their impressions quickly, impossible, they are lazy to analyze, to find truth and untruth, change my opinion, कोई करते नहीं वो, मुश्किल है लोगों को, उसको दिस इट टेक्स लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी टू देम, वेरी टफ। लाइक समबडी टेल्स, ये क्लास में क्या है स्वामी जी का, वो सुन लिया वो बंदा तो फिक्स हो जाता है। अरे मैं जाके देखूं व्हाट इज टॉकिंग, एकदम उपनिषद, यू विल नॉट इवन ट्राई टू लिसन आल्सो बिकॉज फिक्स हो गया माइंड, समबडी टोल्ड मी। दैट इज व्हाई so dangerous it is to break shraddha in anybody's mind about anybody. नहीं करना। तो यहाँ also she says I'll kill myself in front of you. Then bhava satya pratignya tvam. You be a satya pratignya. See, this is another weakness. रघुकुल रीति सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन नहीं चाहिए। It is at one level great, but other level बेवकूफ है, क्यों दे रहा है ऐसे वचन? See that useless lady has misused it. दैट इज हाउ इवन दैट ईगो दैट मैं अपने पण को संभाल के रखता हूँ, दैट आल्सो इज डेट्रीमेंटल बिकॉज वेयर यू हैव टू गिव दैट प्रण और दैट व्रत और प्रतिज्ञा, दैट कॉमन सेंस नहीं है, तो दिस इज विल हैपन। वचन को निर्वाह करना प्राण को त्याग करते हुए भी, इट इज अ ग्रेट वैल्यू, नॉट पॉसिबल टू एनीवन, ओनली रघुकुल वालों कर सकते हैं। पर अब किसके लिए वचन दे रहे हो वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है ना। See, I'll do Guru Seva, for that I'll live my life also. I'll do sadhana and reach Brahmatma for that. यहाँ प्राण प्रतिज्ञा करो, बढ़िया है, उधर तो करते नहीं, but in all other things we get do the pratigna. You can't do impossible pratignas. Never do it. जन्म जन्म तक मैं तुम्हारा साथ निभा करूंगा. That is neither impossible nor required. Here you have better बेवकूफ्स than this. Why you hold on? यूनिवर्स में कोई डर है क्या जीवों का? करोड़ों है, you can get friendship with any better person. Why hold on to only this? You think that person is great because of your attachment. Otherwise, the greater people are there always in the world. This is called delusion. Anyway, that's a big subject. Only when you transcend them, you will enjoy all that. Not easy. So anyway, she says, become Satya Pratigna. She's threatening. He only told again and again, मैं रघुकुल का हूं, मैं प्रतिज्ञा को निभा, अब निभा फिर. भव सत्य प्रतिज्ञा त्वम एतदेव मम प्रियम. It is what my happy joyful thing. If you don't do that, फिर से मैं रोऊंगी नहीं. सैंपल दिखाया तुमको, अब आत्महत्या ही करूंगी. I showed you a sample of coming to Gopagruha, throwing all the ornaments, wearing the old dress, falling on the jamin with all the dirt, and not talking to you. These are all trials. The real thing I do is I'll commit suicide if you don't do this Satya Pratigna of fulfilling my two boons. So now they go its effect on Dasharatha. Please learn from it. Never in life trouble anyone for any reason because of your only selfish wrong notions. Mahapapa. Mahapapa. And how many times knowingly, unknowingly, because of some desires, we must have troubled our own family members, our own friends, relatives. Most of us do it unknowingly, out of habits and out of inner strong wants or desires. You know, the wife is suffering from fever and you want tea and coffee, she'll have to get up and do. That's a bhayankara. क्रूरता it is. Let her take rest and all. थोड़ा दयालु बनो जिंदगी में, करुणालु बनो. बढ़िया है. Now, Shrutva etat darunam vakyam. Daruna, terrible vakyam. Kaikeyaha, from Kaikeyi. Roma Harshanam, entire body has become horripilated to him. So, कामना के टाइम रोमहर्षण होता है, क्रोध के टाइम रोमहर्षण होता है, प्रेम आनंद के समय रोमहर्षण होता है, दुख के कारण भी रोमहर्षण होता है. इनका भी दुख से रोमहर्षण हो गया. Horrible means what is the meaning of Romaharshanam? The Romas are actually dead matter. So that emotion has permeated even to influence the dead matter. Even Rome भी रोंगटे भी खड़े हो गए. रोम रोम में राम रे. क्यों इंडिया में नहीं राम? राम इटली क्यों गया? इटली रोम? No, not that way. रोम रोम में वो असर हो गया. उसका अर्थ वो है कि रोमहर्षणम वाक्यम दारुणम श्रुत्वा. What happened to Dasharatha? Mahipala Nipapata. He just fell down, collapsed. Vajra Ataiva Achalaha. Achala mountain. Ahata hit. Vajra means Vajraidhav Indra. Huge mountain hit by Vajraidhav Indra. It gets broken and it falls down. That way just collapsed. Because shocking thing what she asked. मजाक भी नहीं था वो तो सीरियसली. भरत को राजा बनाओ, राम को जंगल भेजो, अभी करो, प्रतिज्ञा निर्वाह करो, नहीं तो मैं मर जाऊंगी. Each one of them are like powerful Anvaidha only. Atom bombs she threw. He fell down. Then it took time for him. Shanaihi unmilya nayane. Slowly he opened his eyes. Vimrujya, he just wiped his eyes and tears and whatever. Parayabhya. At that time he was first time in such a fear. बहुत बड़े fear. Fears of everything, no? Every fear. राम को भेजना पड़ेगा एक fear. Then कैकेयी को खुश करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो वो fear. And then his own Satya Pratigna had to fulfill another fear. Will he be alive or not? Then the fear of Kausalya. What will she tell if Rama is said? तो उनका पुत्र है वो तो, उनका भी permission लेना है. How many types of fears he is attacked with. When you imagine these situations of Dasharatha at this time, Rama had to send Sita at that time, and there the 6 children of this Devaki was there killed by Kamsa. Then Krishna Janam hua to Devaki ko 7 years she had to be without her son, knowingly that he is very much in that place. Imagine how much dukkha they might have gone through. Compared to that, do we have those many dukkha's? हम कभी सोचते नहीं. The dukkha of Nachiketa when his father said, go to hell for none of his mistakes. You know, Mrityavetva dadami means go to hell, ja mar. That's the way in Hindi. Then he said, you have said this sentence while being in the Vrata Diksha of Dhanam, so it should be fulfilled, therefore I am going. ये देखो ना, ये जो छुपे हुए बातें होते हैं इन महात्माओं के चरित्र में. Same thing like Pandavas, when Draupadi was being humiliated. How much they were in dharma baddhata, how much pain it must have been there to them, how much they love her, want to protect her. But dharma, in fact, they prayed more than Draupadi a million times. That's how Krishna came. We only think only Draupadi prayed, therefore Krishna came. Yes, he prayed, but more than her, they prayed. एंड ही केम फॉर देम बिकॉज धर्मबद्ध है वो लोग. यहाँ धर्म का वो होता है, उसको रक्षा करने के लिए आ ही जाते हैं भगवान. नॉट नोइंग दिस वी फूल्स से व्हाट पांडवास व्हेन द्रौपदी वाज इंसल्टेड दैट वे दे डिडंट डू एनीथिंग except getting up and fighting. They did everything. The most important thing is sticking to dharma, praying to God. He came and protected. That's a proof there. धर्मबद्धता और भगवत प्रार्थना है तो even from such direst situation also you are saved. To prove that point, only that episode. And exactly opposite of that we study or we understand. That is our murkhata. Anyway, here also. Vadraat iva achalaha shanair unmilya nayane vimrujya tvarayabhya. He was in extreme fear. Duswapno va maya drushtaha. He was just thinks, have I seen any of the bad dream? दुस्वप्न तो नहीं देखा मैंने. हे अथवा चित्त विभ्रम, या मेरा दिमाग खराब हो गया. Have I become pagal or am I seeing a wrong bad dream? Because even in dream or in the case of mental imbalance, that such thing he can imagine to happen. That somebody asks like nothing other than none other than Kaikeyi only, asking to send the most beloved Rama to jungle. कुछ सपने में भी सोच नहीं सकते जब सब ठीक ठाक अच्छी तरह से चल रहा है. कब तक? 2 मिनट पहले तक. Now 1-2 minutes I'll take. Please have patience, bear with me. It is Dasharatha with his pure love only towards Rama and is in mood of getting him coronated, enjoy it. But the other side, the other planning is going on in the divine kingdom, which Dasharatha doesn't know. That Devatas long back only went to Vishnu and asked him to protect them. Then Rama, Bhagavan said, I'll come in Rama Rupa, I'll go to jungle and all. So already, so too we saw the Narada coming and reminding Bhagavan. भगवान टोल्ड टू नारद जी ना कि मैं कल ही जा रहा हूं जंगल में. देवतास आर वेटिंग, देयर ऋषि मुनिस आर वेटिंग इन द जंगल. मतलब क्या हुआ? लाइफ में एक इंसिडेंट होने के पीछे हम जो जानते हैं वो 1% ही होता है कारण. द 99% आर अननोन टू अस. Therefore, other than accepting it, you can't do anything. इतना आई एम तो बिलीविंग दिस वन इन माई लाइफ, इट इज हेल्पिंग मी. कोई चीज नहीं होना होता तो नहीं होता, हुआ तो मतलब होना था, खत्म बात. If it has not to be happening, it should have not happened. No. If it had happened means what? It had to happen. How relaxed the mind is. After all, on what we have control in this world? We cannot control on our body and physiological functions, nor we can control anything of mana, indriya, prana. ये कहीं का कमेंट है कि ऐसा चीज क्यों हो रहा है मुझे पूछे बिना या मेरे खिलाफ. What a ego it is. How can anything happen without my information, without asking me, without asking you? Only your heart is inside pumping blood and all. टेल हार्ट कल से मेरे को पूछे बिना धड़क धड़क मत करना, वो रुक ही जाएगा क्योंकि तुमको पूछना था, तुम सो गए, क्यों डिस्टर्ब करे, तो रुक गया. What an ego we have. That is why that behind the scene we will never know. Nowhere we know. Like when a seed is becoming plant and all, do you know behind the scene how many things are happening? When you are cooking rice in cooker, or do you know behind scene how the fire is entering there and slowly making that rice slowly नरम नरम कर रहा है. How do you know कि क्या क्या आपको पता है इस दुनिया में? कुछ भी नहीं पता आपको. But if you don't have this wisdom, then we get shocked about things that are happening. And in this world, nothing happens accidentally. Accident is coined by us because we never imagined it should happen. It to have it happened. A cyclone never happens. A landslide never happens accidentally. It happens on the surface value accidentally. But from how many years, because of movement of the vehicle, their horn sound right from the ground, the mountain got disturbed. So one day, black. इवन द एक्सीडेंट्स कमिटेड बाय द बस ड्राइवर्स. वो 1 घंटा पहले से उसको नींद आने लगता है, वो रुक के मुंह हाथ धोना था. ही टेक्स इट फॉर ग्रांटेड, ही वाज वेरी केयरफुल ओनली. बट 1 माइक्रो सेकंड ऑफ केयरलेसनेस एनफ. मैं वैली में गिर गया, उसको मार दिया, इसको मार दिया. देयर इज नो एक्सीडेंट इन दिस वर्ल्ड, एवरीथिंग इज इंसिडेंट. But we take it as accident because we never expected or imagined. Therefore, what is the solution? So we want to say is, in this world, anything can happen anytime. Therefore, be mentally prepared, ready to just accept, good or bad. Good or bad. You see that in the whole world, that Britain Prime Minister, वो तो हार गया, सोचा बैठ गया वो. Suddenly मिल गया वो मौका. He has become the other fellow, the earlier PM Boris Johnson. He took out, okay, मेरे को मिलेगा नहीं, मेरे को चाहिए. He went into that mood of I'm no more PM. Even though he got an opportunity, he said, I don't want, I can't. आपके आंखों के सामने दिख रहा है कि नहीं है? 45-50 days back, what were discussions going on? He was almost to win it. Suddenly some group supported her, she became. But within 48 days, she could not sustain, other came. आपके आंखों के सामने नहीं हो रहा. How many things? So he could not stand to it. दुस्वप्नो वा मया दृष्टः अथवा चित्त विभ्रमः. मैं क्या पागल हो गया हूँ, या मैं सपना बुरा देख रहा हूँ? He was in that mood. Let us tell again to ourselves, anything can happen at any time in this universe. Nothing should surprise us. We should be ready to accept it and focus on your sadhana and all. Iti alokya. In this way, for some time he thought. Then Puraha, in front, Patnim, he was seeing that KAIKEYI. Now she was looking different. She was looking like a deer so far. Now Vyagri miva. He is a deer and she is like a Vyagri, the tiger. पहुंच करके पूरे निचोड़ कर खाने के लिए, निचोड़ कर नहीं, क्या कहते, पूरा टुकड़े करके. She looking like a Vyagri iva purah sthitam. And she's face also was like that. When anybody's desire is stronger and is in a doubt whether it's fulfilled or not, the face goes on changing like a chameleon from one emotion to other of anger, frustration, expectation. कुछ ना कुछ व्याघ्र की तरह दिख रही थी वो. कई then किमिदम भाषसे भद्रे. Hey, most auspicious you, what are you talking this? Mama pranaharam vachaha. These words of yours are just about to take away my life only. What are you talking? No, in this regard, Valmiki Ramayana, a lot of things are spoken. Vyasa Bhagavan in the Adhyatma cut short. He writes main points. He just objected to her way of saying, Mama pranaharam vacha. Now remember, he is talking all this, but she will not change because she is fixed. She is in the most powerful influence of that mantra. It is only the presence of Lord Krishna that gave some chance for Arjuna to surrender to Krishna and get the answer to all his doubts and questions. Else, in that delusion, Arjuna would have taken any wrong decision. To Duryodhanadi, there is Dushasana, Karna, Shakuni, always they were there to misguide him. So he was always in that coma of non-thinking. Attached to that terrible son, Duryodhana, this Dhritarashtra also was always in a coma, in a delusion, never giving a chance to think in a better manner. Lost, Bhayankar, you and I also. Lost as Jiva, lost as Deha, lost in variety of identities and attachments. Impossible it is appearing for us to think it other way or otherwise. See the power of delusion, power of abhyas of so many lives, power of vasanas, habits. देखो, ही इज सेइंग सो मेनी थिंग्स. दशरथा, मुझे मेरे को मारने वाले शब्द है, बट शी इज ए व्याघ्री. व्याघ्री विल नॉट से व्हेन द डियर सेज यार मेरे को मारो मत, यार मारना ही मेरा काम है, आई कांट बी अदरवाइज. लाइक ए हैंगमैन, ही इज देयर टू हैंग ओनली, ही कैन नॉट से चलो बेटा घर जाते. ही हैव नो राइट, ही जस्ट हैव टू डू दैट. बट व्याघ्री बाय नेचर इज व्याघ्री ओनली, इट विल नॉट हैव कंपैशन. Remember, the situations around will not succumb to your emotions, sentiments of anything. मरना है तो मरो, लेकिन जो होना होएगा, याद रखना. If you don't digest this, we go on putting unwanted efforts to change the people, to change the situation. करते करते जिंदगी पूरा उसमें खत्म होता है. That is why a wise person neither insists anybody, even before insistence, nor he expects anything from anybody. That is the only thing which can protect us. That's it. We have to be very clear. Otherwise, suddenly one day the son will come and say, "Papa, मैं आपको घर छोड़कर जा रहा हूँ." Then you can't become like दशरथा. मेरा बेटा तेरे ऊपर इतना मैंने आस्था ये रखा, मेरे को छोड़ के क्यों, मैं मर जाऊंगा थोड़े वास्ते. He will not listen. इसलिए तो जा रहा हूँ मैं. If the papa is not really papa, is a पुण्यात्मा, he will say कहाँ जा रहा है, जा चल ठीक हो गए, एक ही सेंटेंस. You should shock the world with your wisdom, not get shocked with foolishness at every moment. 1 minute, जाना है तेरे को, जा ठीक है. And if you don't come to that level of vairagya, and oppositely you have so many emotions and attachments, every moment is naraka. We are all in self-created hells. Everywhere we attach and everything happens unexpected and everything is shocking to us. I'm surprised to see this happening. I'm shocked. I'm worried. These are all a बेवकूफ लोग बोलते हैं. There is nothing surprised to be shocked about. जो होना है होता रहता है, वेट करो बस. मैं तो सीख रहा हूँ बाबा. And I thank everyone who are training me in this regard to make the life so easy and simple without any shocks. Otherwise, every day there is a shock, every surprise to me. I तो उब गया हूँ मैं तो बस आनंदम. There's nothing, anything can happen in this world, anytime. The other day I heard somebody, Swamiji, that Swami, committed suicide. They said, oh wow, what can I do? He didn't ask me. I was ever ready to help him in whatever the need, whatever I could do. मैं क्या करूँ? ऐसा आप कैसे लाइट ले रहे हो कि मैं जाके डूबूं क्या? What can I do? But he says the words of killing me only. Mama pranaharam vachaha. Now he is trying to coax her, convince her. अबे कोई सुनते थोड़ी है. Remember, those who are sentimentally egoistic, they can never yield to anything. याद रख लो. ये फुजूल के हैं एफर्ट है वो. हाँ, he says, रामः कम अपराधम ते कृतवान कमलेक्षणः रामः. Rama, lotus eyes, is so wonderful. What aparadha he has done for you? Tell me. No, it is a good question asked by Dasharatha, by all of us. What aparadha Bhagavan Rama has done? That he had to be exiled from kingdom. Now remember, I'll tell you interesting thing. It is all our notion. That what aparadha Rama has done, that it is not necessary that he should do a aparadha to go to jungle. He can go to jungle for doing some divine work also. Like every day the jailer goes to the jail. क्या अपराध किया इसने, जेल जा रहा है daily. Every day the doctor of mental hospital goes to mental hospital. Does it mean that he's mental? Every day the lawyer goes to the court. So क्या crime किया इसने? अरे भाई crime ही नहीं करना पड़ता है, जरूरत नहीं है कि वहां जाने के लिए. So to the jailer every day goes not because he is gone there as a criminal. He is there for a duty. So to Rama went to jungle for his duty. He knows it, therefore he is not perturbed. Now you all talk this way कि भगवान कितने स्थितप्रज्ञ हैं कि पापा ने कहा जंगल जाओ तुरंत जा रहे न प्रसन्नता या से गता न ममले वनवास दुखता मुका मुझे श्री रघुनंद में सदा अस्तु सा मंजुल मंगल. देखो इस बंदे को ना क्या लक्ष्य है क्या ड्यूटी है जब क्लियर होता है ही इज नॉट बॉदर्ड वेर एवर इज प्लेस्ड बाय द डेस्टिनी. Yeah, I know how to go there and Sarada Rishi Muni and all. Nothing surprising. वही तो कह रहे हैं लाइफ में कोई सरप्राइज नहीं होना चाहिए. That's the meaning of जाहि विधि राखे राम ताहि विधि रहिए. That song should be sung in a spiritual mood of knowledge, not a emotional mood of frustration. सीताराम 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 कहिए जाहि is a frustration. I don't like that type of singing. Joyfully say. Otherwise, you will cryingly stay wherever Rama puts you. Rama becomes miserable. कि मैं इसको मजबूरी जबरदस्ती कर रहा हूँ करके. Enjoyfully you have to say. महलों में राके चाहे झोपड़े में बाजते महलों में राके. That also crying again. We are such a innocent children like people. हमको इन चीजों को भी पता नहीं. Common sense भी. By the way. So he says what aparadha Rama has done for you. Second thing is what? कि ममाग्रे राघव गुणान वर्णयस्य अनिशम शुभात. अरे मेरे सामने all the time you only do the varnana only of the Shubha Guna of the Rama. There was no day where you never talked about Rama. You go on telling only Ram ने ऐसा कहा, राम ने ऐसे किया, राम ने इतना प्रणाम किया मुझे, राम ने मेरे काम संवारा, बिना मुझे बताए सब किया, इतना मीठे मीठे बात बोला. अरे राम राम राम. You don't leave Rama only. Now also you will see in the next few shlokas में in one line only 4 times she says Rama 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 Rama. एक ही लाइन में 4 बार बोलेगी वो व्यास जी की चतुरता है वो लिखने में. So always in front of me you do the गुणगान of Rama Shubha Gunas only. मम अग्रे राघव गुणान वर्णयसि अनिशम शुभान गुणान. Only Shubha Gunan, yes, no Ashubha Gunan, only Shubha Gunan. How do you used to say? For example, Kausalyam mam samam pashyan. He takes care of me equally like Kausalya. Shushrusam kurute sada. He does seva to me just like he does to Kausalya without any differentiation. That's a very unique achievement. No? That doesn't mean his love is reduced for Kausalya. Always remember, when he worships or serves KAIKEYI like Kausalya, it is not that Kausalya's prema is reduced. No, it is KAIKEYI ka prati prem bada hai unka. That is how in a marriage, when they get a wife, when you love wife, it should not reduce your devotion to your parents. Parents also should understand it. So to the wife, when she comes to the in-law, doesn't mean she has forgotten her parents completely. And when they get children, should not miss their mutual love again. See, this is how we have to be matured in our life. The arrival of new things should not remove our older things, mainly in such situations. So Rama loved, respected KAIKEYI. Doesn't mean he did not do it to Kausalya. He both. And she used to say, and she had a doubt because she is mother of Bharata, not Rama's directly. But उन्होंने कभी भी ऐसा फर्क, not only he never acted, Rama never acted as if he loves KAIKEYI like he loves the or respects, reverence Kausalya. It was natural to him. Underline this word. Our goodness should be not effortful. It should be natural. To that level we have to become. Naturally I love you. Naturally I forgive you. There's no effort in my love or forgiveness. That level is Rama. So you tell every time to me उनका गुणगान करते हुए I tell you कौशल्या को जितना कहो मेरे को उतना शुश्रूषा करते हैं मेरा शुश्रूषाम कुरते सदा इति ब्रुवंतीम त्वम पूर्वम. That is what you used to speak to me. Even morning also you said this and that. Idanim bhashase anyatha. And now you are talking totally opposite to that. Now this is another shock surprise, which again and again I am saying from yesterday. Uncertainty. You can never find the answer. Why suddenly KAIKEYI lost all her love for Rama and ready to send him to even jungle. मैं तो सीख लिया कौन से बंदे को आपके प्रति जो प्रेम विश्वास किस समय क्यों टूटता है. यू कांट फाइंड आंसर टू इट if you are not mentally prepared for it. You will suffer if at all that thing happens. If such things are not at all there in your life, you are most lucky. You have cut all your those samsara bandhana in earlier life. Don't create new ones. Now, just remember your Krishna and Rama. Do your sadhana, reach out. See, is it not important? Within a few hours' time only, all the change happened. See the situation का बदलना. She doesn't know Ram ko coronation ho raha hai, but she respects or loves Rama and Rama also. Suddenly the stupid lady came. She spoke in such an emotional manner. Then it entered into her head. Suddenly all the love became hatred to Rama, ready to send him to jungle, threatening Dasharatha. तो सामने मर जाऊंगी मैं अब कितना जल्दी मन बदलता है देखो. यही माया है. That is why I told you the other day, trust any cobra, black cobra also, 1,000 times poisonous. Don't trust your own mind, so to anybody's mind. आपने ही मन को नहीं भरोसा करे तो आप दूसरों का कैसा करोगे. नहीं तो फंस जाओगे आप. See the divinity in all. That is different. Sarvabhuteshu madbhavam. That's what we studied now in Bhagavatam. That's totally different. That's a pure spiritual sadhana and maturity. But at the level of Vyavahara, never ever trust anybody's mind and your mind also. So which vasana comes and what it molds my mind to be, I don't know next moment. So to others also. If you are prepared this way, nothing is shocking, nothing is dejecting, never you enter into despondency. That's the only way to be safe. अब ये सब कौन करेगा? The one for whom none of this world is a goal, only Bhagavan is a goal. To him only all these things click, they find meaning. Otherwise, he will try to find solution there only. After all this listening, we'll ask only one question, but फिर भी स्वामी जी और कोई रास्ता है तो बताओ ना. अरे बेटा कोई दूसरा रास्ता नहीं, यही सबसे सस्ता रास्ता है. Make the God as goal, take everything as it comes, don't get surprised. Don't be surprised about anything. That's it. So right now, what are you talking? Totally opposite. Idanim bhashase anyatha. I'm not explaining each one of them. You imagine the whole scenery there and learn many lessons from that. He's trying his best. His love, his intelligence, his logic, his emotion. कोई भी काम नहीं करेगा वह. कभी कभी ना कुछ नहीं काम करता, प्रारब्ध ही काम करता है. बाप रे. The more sincere, sensitive we try to become to sadhana, as a part of sadhana to develop that surrender, Bhagavan gives such anubhavas for which you can never have an answer. Because I say, other than accepting the experience and surrendering to the God, you can't do anything. You cannot means cannot. ऐसे अनुभव आपको बार बार आ रहे तो मानो भगवान का भरपूर कृपा हो रहा है. Out of that only the precipitation of vairagya, precipitation of saranagati happens. That's the only way. And that's how pray for it. Like Kunti Devi asked, Oh Bhagwan, you give us as many problems as possible, because only when there are problems we remember you. And when you come, not only you solve that problem, but you finally solve all problems by giving us mukti, etc. See, we studied that in Bhagavatam, Pratamaskandam only. कुंती उवाच विपदः सन्तु नः शश्वत् तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरो भवतो दर्शनं यत् स्यात् अपुनर्भव दर्शनम. हे जगद्गुरो तत्र तत्र frequently नः to us विपदः सन्तु, and there will be problems, difficulties. Why? Bhavato darshanam yat syat. Then only we pray to you, come and give darshanam. And when you come, apunarbhava darshanam, the mukti you give and go. So till we get mukti, we should give us troubles and problems so that we remember you, and every time you come and give us the knowledge and all, so only we get mukti. It's a very powerful prayer. Only one Kunti Mata can do that. Nobody else did in the entire literature of any world. Everybody asks, Bhagavan sare kashtu nikalo, nikalo. Only Kunti said, de do kashtu. उसी को लेकर कबीरदास जी सुख में सुमिरन नहीं करे, दुख में करते हैं, और जो सुख में करे दुख काय को है. All that it has got again deeper philosophy. Anyway, so here Dasharatha ji says कि finally Rajyam Gruhana Putraya, to your son Bharata take Rajya. And in Valmiki Ramayana all this is given. Rama is never attached to Rajya. मुझे उसको बोलने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. He'll be very happy to give kingdom to Bharata. In that boon number 1, I have zero objection. राज्यम गृहाण पुत्राय दे दे, लेकिन राम तिष्ठतु मंदिरे. Let Rama stay in front of my eyes in the Ayodhya Puri. Let him now go to jungle. But what Kaikeyi wants is mainly that only. देखो लफड़ा ही होता है, whatever you call that English, हिंदी में. The problem with two people is what? They agree on many things. That will never become an issue. Only one disagreeable thing makes it an issue. That is the crux. That's called Maya. नहीं ही वो कही थी वाइफ, मैं सब मानती हूँ, ये एक चीज नहीं मानूंगी. वो सेज मेरे को क्या फर्क पड़ता है, तुमको यही मानना पड़ेगा. ही सेज अरे यार नहीं होता है वो. एंड सेम थिंग अगेन क्रॉप्स अप पॉप्स अप एंड दैट बिकम्स इशू थ्रू आउट द लाइफ. वो कुछ भी हो सकता है वो. तो हियर इज टेक राज्य फॉर भरता बट लीव रामा, लेट हिम नॉट गो टू जंगल, लेट हिम स्टे इन दिस मंदिर. राम तिष्ठतु मंदिरे. Then Anugrunishwa Mam Vame. Vame is most loving way of addressing the wife. Vame means was very close to me. Sit in my lap. You are my left laptop. Hey Anugrunishwa, mera anugrah karo. Like a devata is prayed. He is praying to her. Mera anugrah kar. Ram ko mere se dur jaane na de. See, there are so many things. He could have done many ways. चल ठीक है, राम के साथ मैं भी जा रहा हूँ. अब शी कुड हैव रिएक्ट, अरे तुम कैसे जाओगे, मैरिज है वो, आई कांट गिव यू थर्ड बोन. दूध ज्यादा देकर तंग कर दिया. एंड रामा कैनॉट स्टॉप फादर फ्रॉम इट. इट इज हिज चॉइस. पापा का आज्ञा का वो जाएंगे, लेकिन पापा को आज्ञा नहीं दे सकते हैं. दशरथ का मैं भी 14 साल जा रहा हूँ, और चले भी जाएगी. सो दे वेरी मेनी ऑप्शन, बट अटैचमेंट क्या करती है ना. एंड ऑल्सो द प्रारब्ध टोटल डेस्टिनी blocks your mind at that time, not allowing to think. That is why Ishvara Upasana. Only Ishvara Upasana either gives the akal to us to accept, or makes the things that are changeable, he changes them, if it can be changed. There's no other way. So, Anugrinishva Mam Vame, he says, Ramatna Asti Bhayantava. मैं प्रॉमिस कर रहा हूं कि राम से तुमको, तुम्हारा पुत्र को कोई भय नहीं होगा. So that's what our fear, ki Rama is here, then Bharata cannot rule confidently. Rama being powerful, and he make Bharata, Shatrugna and Lakshmana also friends. तीनों मिलकर अटैक कर सकते हैं, कुछ भी हो सकता है. So राम को नजर में होना ही नहीं चाहिए. That's how her thought. He says, Ramat nastin bhayantava. I will see to it that there is no fear to you or your son from Ram. देखो कितने प्यारे प्यारे भाई लोग हैं वो. क्या मंथरा ने किया, क्या कौशल्या ने, सॉरी कैकेयी ने किया, पूरा बिगड़ गया मजा. दिस इज हाउ द लाइफ इज. लाइक इन ऑल मूवीज, यू नो, हीरो हीरोइन लविंग, सडनली द विलन और अदर विल कम एंड सो मच हंगामा. यही जिंदगी. देन व्हाट हैपेंड कि रामात नास्ति भयंतवा, तुमको कोई भय इति उक्त्वा. Having said in this way so many requests, applications, appeals, he went on making in front of her Ashruparita Akshaha. His eyes filled with all tears and all. Pade aur nipapa. अब इससे बुरा और क्या है क्या. He fell at the feet of Kaikeyi. The story of Dasharatha falling at the feet of Kaikeyi and their Pururava begging that Urvashi, Jaye Ghore Tishta. These should be lessons in our life. Teach us that we should never succumb to any attachment to anything and being in the world if you don't want to lose your freedom. This is the only way. पांव पे पड़ गया वो दशरथ. Samrat Chakravarti, the father of Bhagavan himself in 4 forms, because of attachment to her. No, उन्होंने सत्य प्रतिज्ञा की है, राम जंगल गए, then that is how he could protect the ऋषि मुनि. He came for the mission of killing Rakshas. ये सब राम जी के जीवन में चल रहा है वो तो. बट इन आवर लाइफ व्हाट वी हैव टू लर्न, वी आर नॉट लाइक दैट अवतार पुरुष. वी आर नॉट अवतार. चेहरा देख अपना आईने में, क्या अवतार, हौलिया बोलते हैं उसको. वी आर इन डिफरेंट वे अवतार. वी आर नॉट धर्म प्रतिज्ञा, सत्य प्रतिज्ञा, फॉरगेट, प्रोटेक्ट योर सेल्फ फर्स्ट. Otherwise, people will take you for granted. This is a lesson we have to do. See, Dharma Palana, Satya Pratigna, there are higher values. Anyway, they are taught every time. We learn it. There's no doubt. But this also we have to learn to be careful in not valuing anybody unduly that we succumb to their emotional blackmail and all. Self-protection is what we studied in Satyatna Pramaditavyam, Dharmatna Parvastam, Kushalatna Pramaditavyam. गुरु ने कहा है कि नहीं? कुशलात् स्वरक्षणार्थात् आत्मरक्षणार्थात् कर्मणः न प्रमदितव्यम. Never ever do anything by which you are put yourself in tension or worry or problem or crisis. It is your first duty, come what may. फंसाओ मत अपने आप को, तभी दूसरों को तुम निकाल सकते हो. खुद ही फंस गए तो कैसा? कुशलात् न प्रमदितव्यम. We have the authority of the Upanishad only. See, Padayoho Patitaha Nupaha Nipapataha. But do you think she will yield to that when the mind is fixed? Remember it. किसी का दिमाग पे जब बात फिक्स होती है ना, अब लाख कोशिश करो वो और स्ट्रांग होता ही रहता है वो. That is a Mahamoha and Mahamaya. You cannot. Oh, I tell you, no, like somebody lost faith in you. अब क्यों हुआ, कब हुआ, कैसे हुआ? You can't ask it. How much or you try it, you will never be able to reinstate. It's only for your satisfaction you do that. वो तो होने वाला नहीं. ये अकलमंद कोशिश करेगा ही नहीं. Any time this type of problem crisis comes, what I am learning to is, ये भगवान आप जो कर रहे हैं हम स्वीकार कर रहे हैं, जैसे आपकी कृपा. So instead of asking him to separate the thing, ask him to give the strength to accept. This is more healthier than that one. Because it will put Bhagavan also in confusion. Because that person left you for different reasons. You can't command it. But we can protect ourselves. Give me the strength to withstand. Always ask, give me the strength and wisdom to withstand to all the odds. Don't ask him to change the situation. Because that situation has so many other reasons behind it. वो व्यक्ति का उनका खुद का प्रारब्ध है, उसके द्वारा और किसी को प्रारब्ध होगा. That's what we see in the world, no? Give me the strength to accept everything, wisdom to accept, knowledge to respond properly, not react. ये पूछ, मैं तो ये पूछ रहा हूँ भगवान, कुछ भी हो इस दुनिया में विथस्टैंड होने का ताकत देना मुझे बस. I am not stopping you, opposing you, or objecting you, or requesting you to change. That is your will. The whole universe is yours. How can I demand, command? करूँ तो भी एक आध जगह हो सकता है, हर बार तो नहीं होगा ना. हर बार क्या होगा, क्या हो सकता है? Give me the strength, wisdom to withstand. Wow, very powerful prayer it is. I fell at her feet, but she will not yield. She will not change. That's it. That's called KAIKEYI. She says, how strongly she is reacting now. You listen. Ki KAIKEYI pratyuvacha idam. She replied, Sa api. At the time, raktanta lochana. उनका अंदर का खौलता हुआ खून आंखों तक आ गया. Means how much she was in the deep desire. Those two, how much insisting she has become, that she has brought, as he was requesting her, to that extent her desire, as if getting thwarted, getting converted into anger, it has come up to the eyes level. रक्ताश्रु रक्तांत लोचना मीन्स वो क्रोध जो है लालिमा लालपन के रूप में आंखों तक आ गया. Because wherever kama is disturbed, kamat krodho vijayate, it becomes krodha. So the Dasharatha is not immediately accepting, he's only going on asking for alternatives and excuses and all. Each of that makes her angry more and more. Dekho, this is Mahamaya. Anybody, or wife or husband or children, then there's something, and when you start arguing anything apart again from that, they start becoming more angry, more egoistic. बड़े बड़े ज्ञानी लोग ही फिसल जाते हैं, तो व्हाट टू टॉक ऑफ अज्ञानीज. That is how, instead of solving the problem, you try to see that the problem is not aggravated. Non-aggravation is only by not reacting. हाँ कहते रहो, इस दुनिया में कुछ न लेना है ना कुछ देना है. You don't suffer yourself. The moment you try to say something opposite, they only become more and more egoistic, angry and all. मैं तो ये सीख रहा हूँ जिंदगी में. Very important. Two things. Like some of you, don't come to class and don't tell me. It's not a question to me now anymore. It's an answer to me. The two-way answer. They have not informed me means what? It is a proof that they don't have respect for me. So they didn't have come to the class means they have something else important than this. What should I ask now? It is not a question anymore. It is a clear understanding. If I stick to this point, will I ever be disappointed for anyone of any your behavior? I can't go on suffering for all this sentiment, emotion. Na? In the same way, life में हर जगह पे don't try to suggest others, improve others, help others. सब बकवास है. Protect yourself first. Then if somebody seeks and asks, then you tell. That also proper balance करके. Like Arjuna asked, order me. Then only Krishna said, get up and fight. You don't never imagine that wrongly. कृष्णा ने अर्जुन को उठकर लड़ो करके हुक्म दिया. अरे हुक्म किसको देते जो सरेंडर करते हैं. सरेंडर किया अर्जुन ने. शिष्यस्तेहम शाधिमाम. शाधि मीन्स अनुशासन करो. Then only Bhagavan said. Bhagavan never took that gustaki throughout his life. That's why he was always smiling. You have no right on anyone. You need not change anyone. Bas, protect yourself. If they ask, then also tentatively give suggestion. Otherwise, you love your own suggestion, you expect them to follow. And they don't follow. They have better things to do. If these common senses won't come in our life, no. With all our study of scriptures, 24 hours will be miserable only in samsara. This I am discovering in my life. Slowly, slowly. It is taking lot of pain, time. Lagne do. Unless we go through these acid treatments and all, we can't learn in life. And it is kindness of Bhagavan is training, teaching us, making us stronger day by day. Other than wisdom, nothing can make us stronger. These are all called as wisdom. Spiritual wisdom of Aham Brahmasmi is one thing. The wisdom of Viveka Vairagya another thing. The Vyavaharika wisdom is all these things. And in this life of Kali Yuga, remember, nobody is asking you salah. They are only informing you. That itself you take it as prasad. Nobody wants salah. Everybody is self-sufficient in their foolishness to take wrong decisions and suffer. You need not supply. These are all bitter truths. You don't have to stick to them. You will not find peace within you. And without your own peace, your heart is pieces. With a pieces heart, you cannot think peacefully about God. KAIKEYI कहती है, अब देखो, harshest of the words she uses. She says, first is Raktantalochana. She brought her anger up to the eyes level. So to the mouth, she says, Rajendra, Kim Tam, Prantosi? Hey king, are you pagal? Beokuf? All Kali in one word only. दिमाग खराब हो गया तुम्हारा. Branthosi. How that fell out of his love for her and Rama. Sympathetically, lovingly, he is asking solution. It is appearing to be so wrong to her that she is not hesitating even to say to her own till now beloved husband, तुम पागल हो गए क्या? That means what? जब बात बिगड़ता है ना, आप अमृत और मधु भी डालने का कोशिश करो, वो पॉइजन बनता है. Learn this lesson from it. She says कि भ्रांत हो गए तुम. How insulting, humiliating it is. Don't we go through it almost every day? Rajendra किम भ्रांतोसी? And she's answering, Uktam tat bhanche se anyatha. You said something 10 minutes back. Now totally opposite you are talking. And see the threatening. Mithya karoshi chet swiyam bhashitam. तुमने जो कहा उसी को तुम मिथ्या करोगे. मतलब what you spoke, we are not going to fulfill it. नरको भवेत. She is cursing him, go to hell. Not only he said, I will die. She said, not only die, go to hell. That means what? When the people are egoistically selfish, they don't spare us. Only with our death, they are ready to send us to hell while living or dying. Are you understanding the lessons here? To teach all this only, through this only the Vairagya comes in us. Then only we start thinking correctly. Then only the Mithyatva of the Jagat, Satyatva of the Paramatma we understand. Then stop pursuing Jagat, start pursuing the Bhagavan. This is the only way. और इन दिस मूड ओनली ऑलवेज दशरथ इज देयर कि मैं अपने दिया हुआ वचन को फुलफिल नहीं करूंगा तो मैं नरक जाऊंगा. वो भी वही सत्य बोल रही है. व्हाट यू सेड राइट नाउ, इफ यू डोंट फुलफिल योर प्रॉमिस, नरक में जाओगे तुम. मिथ्या करोषि चेत स्वयं भाषितम. व्हाट यू हैव स्पोकन, इफ दैट योरसेल्फ डोंट फुलफिल, यू गो टू नरक. Even in our life also, any promise you do, fulfill it. If not, don't promise. That's it. In general, narako bhavet. In the next level of her threatening, vanam nagached yadi Ramachandraha. अगर रामचंद्र वन में नहीं जाएगा, प्रभात काले, सुबह सुबह, ये सब रात को हो रहा है. अजिन चीर युक्त विथ हर डियर स्किन एंड ऑल एंड जटावलकल धारण करके रामोपरित्वम सॉरी कि उद्बंधनम वा विषभक्षणम वा कृत्वा. उद्बंधनम मतलब ये जो रस्सी या साड़ी का पल्लू या कोई लगाकर, आई विल किल माई सेल्फ हैंगिंग टू अ फैन. उन दिनों में फैन था कि नहीं, बट बाकी तो आत्महत्या करने के लिए उपाय तो बहुत है. She says, I'll hang myself, udbandanam va, vishabhakshanam va. She must be ready with both. ऐसा रस्सी भी हाथ में है, पॉइजन भी हाथ में. विषभक्षण वा कृत्वा मरिष्ये पुरतः तव अहम. तुम्हारे सामने मैं लटक कर मर जाऊंगी या नहीं तो विष पाकर मरूंगी. सीधा थ्रेटनिंग इट इज. अब करेगा क्या बंदा उस समय? यू हैव टू गो थ्रू दैट. स्टैमिना है तो जियोगे, जब तक है तो तब जियोगे, नहीं तो मरोगे. ऑल दैट इज बिकॉज सी भगवान ही पुत्र के रूप में आए हैं, लेकिन प्रति भगवान के प्रति भक्ति नहीं है, पुत्र के प्रति व्यामोह है. नो, दिस इज द क्रक्स ऑफ ऑल साधना एंड संसार. रिमेंबर, पुत्र को भी भगवान के रूप में देखना अलग बात है. भगवान पुत्र के रूप में आए तो उनको भी पुत्र के रूप में देखना. ही इज डूइंग लाइक दैट. व्यामोह हो गया. ही इज नॉट टेकिंग हिज ऑन गॉड ओनली, इवन नोइंग दैट वाज हिज थाउजेंड्स ऑफ इयर्स ऑफ दैट थिंक कि मेरे को पुत्र नहीं हुए, नहीं हुए, नहीं हुए, और डेवलप कर करके जब पुत्र हुआ उसको इतना अटैचमेंट हो गया कि दैट इज बिकम कॉज ऑफ हिज दुख, नरक, मृत्यु, एवरीथिंग. That's all mind created. In somebody else, it may not be like that. Dasharatha made his life like that mess. You have to learn from it. So she says, if Rama doesn't go to jungle tomorrow morning, Jatavalakal Dharana, I'll take poison as well as this rassi. मर जाऊंगी तुम्हारे सामने. मतलब कल सुबह नहीं जाएगा तो अब कैसे मरेगी? अब तो प्रॉमिस करना. And all that. He cannot keep. He what to do? Then udbandanam va vishapakshana va krutva marishye puratah tava aham. तुम्हारे सामने मरूंगी. Then satya pratigna. See that instigation. Satya pratigna aham iti ihaloke vidambase sarva sabhantareshu. In how many meetings and all you spoke arrogantly that you are a satya pratigna? देखो ये ना जख्म पे नमक छिड़कना. So many times you did vidambana. Ramoparittvam shapatam chakrutva. More so, just now you need shapata and Rama. Mita pratignaha. You are doing mithya pratigna. Within 3 shlokas, second time she telling narakaha prayahi, to jamar or janarak. In 3 shlokas duration, she is telling her own beloved Patni, who loved her so much, to go to Naraka 2 times. ये शौक के ऊपर शौक, अनइमेजिनेबल. ये दशरथ जी के सर पे पड़ रहे बातें. इमेजिन क्या गुजर रहा होगा उनके हृदय में. बट डोंट सिंपैथाइज विथ हिम. इट इज अपने करतूत है. व्हाई शुड ही गेट अटैच्ड? प्लीज नेवर सिंपैथाइज beyond a limit for any stupid fellows who are crying. टू गिव हिम हेल्प एंड सलाह ज्यादा करोगे तो उसको आदत हो जाएगा. देन ही विल स्टार्ट लविंग दैट मिजरी टू सीक सिंपैथी फ्रॉम यू. I learned it in my life from my father. He never sympathized with us. He gave do marke. It happened to us once. I was walking for childhood, fourth class, second class. तो चल रहे थे, दौड़ रहे थे, रोड पे ही था स्कूल है गली में. तो साइकिल आके मारा, थोड़ा चोट लगा. डरते डरते घर आए हम, क्योंकि हमारे ट्रीटमेंट्स अलग होते थे. नॉट लाइक टुडे, और मेरा बच्चा क्या हुआ, साइकिल को तोड़ेंगे, कौन है, नहीं है. वन माई मदर शी गेव टू फर्स्ट. How can you be careful, careless fellow running like that? Then she gave treatment. पहले दो लगाया. हमारा ट्रीटमेंट ऐसा होता था कि इवन चोट लगा तभी वो भी हमारी मूर्खता है. Therefore, you have to be careful. No sympathy. Neither seek sympathy nor give to anybody. Too much beyond. Truly, genuinely, somebody is in problem, feel inside and help and come out of that nonsense. See, Krishna, he never became so low to Arjuna and gave his pallu. Arjun chal dono khan rote kuch der. Ye klaibyam maas maga beokoof tu ro raha hai, napumsak. If doesn't say that, that disease will come to Krishna. Because all of them are as much related to Arjuna, they are related to Krishna also. ठीक है. और यार टीयर अर्जुन जी कह रहे हैं ठीक है, भीष्म द्रोण सारे अपने बंधु मित्र है, कैसे लड़ेंगे, चलो जुगलबंदी, दोनों रोएंगे. ये किकड़ पंडित की तरह बोल रहा है, मूर्ख की तरह रो रहा है. You understand? You should have the art of using emotions, not used by them. He says, Mithya pratigna se narakam prayahi. Go to hell. 2 times she said, very terrible. Please remember from this, ये bitter truth है. Nobody loves you for your sake. They love you for their sake. Just like you love everybody for your sake. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. These bitter truths, after listening to Upanishad Vedanta for such long time, if we don't accept and practice, then we don't go further in our higher evolution. Choice is yours. For those who are regularly coming with sincerity to learn and commitment to do sadhana and fixed goal of Paramatma, for them these are the words. और नहीं है time pass वाले हो आप, these are not for you. I know you will not take it. Very careful. Then having heard these words from her, iti uktaha priyaya deenaha. When such a beloved Kaikeyi spoke such a Rakshasa type of words, he became deenaha, magnaha, lost in his own deenata, dukkharanave, drowned in the samudra of the dukkha only, that Raja, murchitaha, lost consciousness, patita bhumau, fell on the ground, visangnaha, lost all his awareness, mrutakoyata, like a dead carcass only. And still Kaikeyi will not have sympathy. You learn that one. That's it, full stop. इससे बढ़कर लेसन हमको तो सीखने को नहीं मिलेगा. अपने आप को कैसे बचाना. देन टुमारो, रात भर ऐसे वो पड़े रहते मूर्छा, वो तो बैठी ऐसी है. Then the next day, the mantri, all they come, Raja not coming out, what is the matter? Then he comes and sees. He never speaks, she only tells, go and bring Rama and all. Ramji ka ana aisa. So ऐसे रुक रुक से पढ़ोगे ना, even from this, for our life, some bitter truths. See, after this way, through highly matured understanding, when you develop vairagya and protect ourselves, thereafter, then you can love everyone, serve everyone, be kind, compassion as per requirement. Then those emotions won't bother you, won't trouble your sadhana, don't give you a misery. Without this vairagya and wisdom, every of these so-called good qualities will only give you dukkha. इसलिए कह रहे हैं, पहले वैरागी बन, पहले भक्त बन, पहले ज्ञानी बन. With these 3 supports, play in the world. If these 3 नहीं है, वैरागी नहीं तो राग द्वेष फंसाएगा. भक्त नहीं है तो दुनिया के लोग आपको रुलाते जाएंगे. ज्ञान नहीं है तो देख play with you. This is how it is. And that doesn't mean that you have any bad feeling to anyone. Here, all this is not intended to have any wrong feeling developed towards Kaikeyi. Our job is not to carry the load of Kaikeyi in our heart, whether she is good or bad. Our job is to learn the art of protecting ourselves from things, from beings, from situations. Whatever happens around, we should not lose our cool or balance. This is called real education. real learning. With this, we can really make great goals and achieve them. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnavidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Om Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, thank you. Today's chanting is wonderful Rama Raksha Stotram. Okay, आज का टॉपिक से related है. From today for 3 days, 4 days, only Rama Stotras. Then we have some Krishna Stotras, Shiva Stotras and all. Om Sri Ramanugrena Ramanubha Praptyartam Brahmanubha Praptyartam Sri Rama Raksha Stotra se Parayanam Sarve Karishyamahe. Before that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amritakalshastaya सर्वामे विनाशनाय त्रैलोक्यनाथाय श्री महाविष्णवे नमः. ओम भाग्यावधि चंद्रिका भक्त चित्त के गणागण रोग पर्वत दंभोलिर्मृत्युदार कुठारिकाय नमो नमः. ओम नासे रोगरे वीरा जपत निरंतर हम वीरा. ओम श्री हनुवीराय नमः. ओम श्री हनुमते 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 नमः. ओम नमः शिवाय. 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 Beautiful. Now let us do Om Ata Sri Rama Raksha Stotram Viniyogaha. और एक है ना, ओम वज्र नखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्ण दग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्र नखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्ण दग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम वज्र नखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्ण दग्गष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहम् प्रचोदयात्. ओम नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मी नारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च. ओम अथ श्री राम रक्षा स्तोत्रम विनियोगः. ओम अस्य श्री राम रक्षा स्तोत्र मंत्रस्य बुध कौशिक ऋषिः श्री सीतारामचंद्रो देवता अनुष्टुप छंदः सीता शक्तिः श्रीमान हनुमान कीलकम श्री रामचंद्र प्रीत्यर्थे रामानुग्रहेण परमात्मनव सिद्ध्यर्थे विश्वशांति विश्व कल्याणार्थे साधना प्राप्त्यर्थे राम रक्षा स्तोत्र जपे विनियोगः. ध्यानम्. ओम ध्यायेदाजानुबाहुं धृतशरधनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं पीतं वासोवसानं नवकमलदल स्पर्धिनेत्रं प्रसन्नं वामाङ्कारूढसीतामुखकमलमिलत् लोचनं नीरदाभं नानालङ्कारदीप्तं ददतमुरुजटामण्डलं रामचन्द्रम्. चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं पुंसां महापातकनाशनं ध्यात्वा नीलोत्पलश्यामं रामं राजीवलोचनं जानकी लक्ष्मणोपेतं जटामकुटमण्डितं सासितूणधनुर्बाण पाणिं नक्तं चरान्तकं स्वलीलया जगत्त्रातुम् आविर्भूतमजं विभुं रामरक्षां पठेत् प्राज्ञः पापग्नीं सर्वकामदां शिरो मे राघवः पातु फालं दशरथात्मजः कौसल्ये योदृशौ पातु विश्वामित्रप्रियश्रुति घ्राणं पातु मखत्राता मुखं सौमित्रिवत्सलः जिह्वां विद्यानिधिः पातु कंठं भरतवन्दितः स्कन्धौ दिव्यायुधः पातु भुजौ भग्नेशकार्मुकः खरौ सीतापतिः पातु हृदयं जामदग्न्यजितो मध्यं पातु खरध्वंसी नाभिं जाम्बवदाश्रयः सुग्रीवेशः कटिं पातु सक्थिनी हनुमत्प्रभुः ऊरू रघुत्तमः पातु रक्षः कुलविनाशकृतु जानुने सेतुकृत् पातु जङ्घे दशमुखान्तकः पादौ विभीषणः पातु श्रीधः पातु रामोऽखिलं वपुः. एतां रामबलोपेतां रक्षाम्यः सुकृती पठेत् सचिरायुः सुखी पुत्री विजयी विनयी भवेत्. पातालभूतलव्योमचारिणश्चद्मचारिणः न द्रष्टुमपि शक्तास्ते रक्षितं रामनामभिः. रामेति रामभद्रेति रामचन्द्रेति वा स्मरन् नरो न लिप्यते पापैः भुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति. जगज्जयित्रैकमन्त्रेण रामनाम्ना विरक्षितं यः कण्ठे धारयेत् तस्य करस्थाः सर्वसिद्धयः वज्रपञ्जरनामेदं यो रामकवचं स्मरेत् अव्याहताज्ञः सर्वत्र लभते जयमङ्गलम् आदिष्टवान् यथा स्वप्ने रामरक्षाभिमामहरः तथा लिखितवान् प्रातः प्रबुद्धो बुधकौशिकः आरामः कल्पवृक्षाणां विरामः सकलापदाम् अविरामस्त्रिलोकानां रामः श्रीमान् सनः प्रभुः तरुणौ रूपसम्पन्नौ सुकुमारौ महाबलौ पुण्डरीकविशालाक्षौ क्षीरकृष्णाजिनाम्बरौ फलमूलाशिनौ दान्तौ तापसौ ब्रह्मचारिणौ पुत्रौ दशरथस्यौतौ भ्रातरौ रामलक्ष्मणौ शरण्यौ सर्वसत्त्वानां श्रेष्ठौ सर्वधनुष्मतां रक्षकुलनिहन्तारौ त्रायेतां नो रघुत्तमौ आत्तसज्जधनुषा विशुस्पृशौ अक्षयाशुगनिषङ्गसङ्गिनौ रक्षणाय मम रामलक्ष्मणौ अग्रतः पथि सदैव गच्छतां सन्नद्धः कवची खड्गी चापबाणधरो युवा गच्छन्मनोरथान्नश्च रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः रामो दाशरथिः शूरः लक्ष्मणानुचरो बली काकुत्स्थः पुरुषः पूर्णः कौसल्येयो रघुत्तमः वेदान्तवेद्यो यज्ञेशः पुराणपुरुषोत्तमः जानकी वल्लभः श्रीमान् अप्रमेयपराक्रमः इत्येतानि जपयन् नित्यं मद्भक्तः श्रद्धयान्वितः अश्वमेधादिकं पुण्यं सम्प्राप्नोति न संशयः रामं दूर्वादलश्यामं पद्माक्षं पीतवाससं स्तुवन्ति नामभिर्दिव्यैः न ते संसारिणो नराः रामं लक्ष्मणपूर्वजं रघुवरं सीतापतिं सुन्दरं काकुत्स्थं करुणार्णवं गुणनिधिं विप्रप्रियं धार्मिकं राजेन्द्रं सत्यसन्धं दशरथतनयं श्यामलं शान्तमूर्तिं वन्दे लोकाभिरामं रघुकुलतिलकं राघवं रावणारिं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः श्रीराम राम रघुनंदन राम राम श्रीराम राम वरदाग्रज राम राम श्रीराम राम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम श्रीरामचंद्र चरणौ मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचंद्र चरणौ वचसा गृह्णामि श्रीरामचंद्र चरणौ शिरसा नमामि श्रीरामचंद्र चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये माता रामो मत्पिता रामचंद्रः स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचंद्रः सर्वस्वं मे रामचंद्रो दयालुः नान्यं जाने नैव जाने न जाने दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे च जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनं लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरं तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं भर्जनं भवबीजानाम् अर्जनं सुखसम्पदां तर्जनं यमदूतानां राम रामेति गर्जनं रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेणाविहता निशाचरचमूः रामाय तस्मै नमः रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने इति श्रीबुधकौशिकमुनिविरचितं श्रीरामरक्षास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम् एकश्लोकी रामायणम् आदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेही हरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीवसम्भाषणं वालीनिग्रहणं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरीदाहनं पश्चाद् रावणकुम्भकर्णनिधनं हि एतद्धि रामायणं Thank you, friends. Om Bhurgo Swaha. This is also one Mahayajna we are doing of daily chanting. Some are the other stotrams, Bhagavatam, Ramayanam. All this doesn't go waste. In ये सब add होता रहेगा हमारे पुण्य के लिए. So whenever to be emulated prarabdha gets over, all this is going to make us a wonderful sadhakas. याद रखना, प्रारब्ध आएगा जाएगा, पुरुषार्थ कभी नहीं छोड़ना. Remember, our focus of attention should be only on doing the purushartha of spirituality. This will give us the positive result tomorrow. ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः प्राणाय पानाय व्यानाय उदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे. नहीं करोगे, ऐसे निकम्मा बैठोगे तो कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल कृष्ण मंगलम वेणुगान लोल कृष्ण वेदांत नानीद नित्य भक्त जनाधार परमदयावार्धे. 1 minute also without sadhana should not be. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भातारकं नेमावितमग्निः नारायणाय सीधरावारं नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मिदं सुमतिमंगलम् ओम ब्रह्मलोकादासी सदालोक एरिवे गुरु ओम दासता सीतावल राम भार्य नमो ब्रह्म एरिवे गुरु. बोल श्याम रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. राधावर कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. उमावर चंद्रचूड़ भगवान की जय. रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्मसूत्र योगवाष्टाध्यात्म रामायण पातंजलि योग सूत्र शिव पुराण सूत्र संहिता आदि समस्त सनातन वैदिक संस्कृति श्रुति शुद्ध पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेद व्यास शुकदेव सूताद भागवताचार्य की जय. श्री वेद व्यास विश्वामित्र विश्व वाल्मीकि तुलसीदास रामायणाचार्य की जय. श्री वेद व्यास विश्वनाथ शंकराचार्य ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति माता की जय. समस्त साधक जिज्ञासु श्रोत्र भक्त सेवक उपासक मंडल की जय. May you all be more committed in this way. May all of us in our Shastra Adhyanam and doing the sadhana and get into the divine experience as early as possible to become a fit instrument in the hands of Lord to serve all the jivas. Thank you. God bless.